guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tia, aka Teacup Simmer, and this is the very first episode of our Sims 3 Warrior Cats Challenge series. For those of you who don't know, Warrior Cats is a series of books by Aaron Hunter that follows the lives of wild cats as they survive in the forest. All of these cats live in clans with rules and prophecies that they follow so that they can keep order and foster bonds between each other. We're going to follow the essence of the Warrior Cat series, but find new ways to tell the stories of our cats. We're going to start our story with Brightstripe, a young warrior cat that was injured in a border dispute between two clans. She was found by humans, and being too injured to run, was taken to an animal shelter. A few months later, Brightstripe was adopted by a human family. However, she knew she didn't belong with two legs, so at the first opportunity, she escaped and ran into the wilderness. Brightstripe didn't know what to do. She was too far away from her clan, and she had no hope of finding them again. She wandered the wild until she was found by a plant sim named Ray. Ray lived in the grassy plains far beyond the forest, and Brightstripe struck a deal with Ray, who promised to share his home and keep the two legs away from her and any other cats she might befriend. So here we are, guys. This is the beginning of our series. Oh my gosh, I cannot tell you how excited I am. I have been tweeting and blogging about doing this series for I don't even know how long. And it's finally here. I finally have everything put together. So for those of you who don't understand how the challenge works, I'm going to be putting the challenge description in the description box below. You can click on those links. I'm also going to be putting all of the things that I use in this challenge, most of the rules and random generators and all the fun things that I end up putting together into the description box so that you guys can follow along, add things to it, all that jazz. So the basics of this challenge is to start with a cat, our beautiful Brightstripe. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. I spent a really long time trying to figure out what type of cat to do this with, and I figured out that I really love her. She is adorable. I love her gold stripes, and that's where she got her name. And like you guys heard in the intro, she was part of a clan a long time ago. She was pretty much a senior warrior. She's got her warrior name a long time ago, and she was part of a border dispute between two clans in the area that she was living in, and she got injured. And she doesn't have any signs of her injuries now. The vet did a really good job taking care of her. She has no scars, but she lost the ability to find her clan. She was picked up by Two Legs and taken to an animal shelter and then given away as a pet to Two Legs. But she knew that she didn't really like it there, and when her Two Legs moved here and they let her outside in the backyard, and oops, when you leave a wildcat alone, they decide to go back to the wild. So she decided to go back into the wild, but when she figured out where she was, she realized, oh my gosh, I can't go back home. But she still needed to find a place to live, so she shacked up with Ray, like you guys see. Oops, let's see if I can find Ray. What's Ray doing? He's over here. Well, she shacked up with Ray, who is our wonderful plant sim, and she made a deal with him, and he will let her be in his territory for as long as she needs to be. He will let her stay here with as many cats as she wants, but there is a catch, and we can talk about the catch later. But let me go and explain the challenge. I'm getting way too ahead of myself. Nope, wrong button. So basically, the challenge for the Warrior Cats Challenge series, if you guys don't know, basics are that you need to take a cat or a couple of cats and start a clan from scratch and try and help them survive in the wild. Most people, when I've looked at a bunch of different challenges, lots of people try and include prophecies. They try and make it as close to the books as possible. And if you guys have seen the Siri Pixel Biologist channel, it is going to be a lot like Siri's when it comes to how we go about telling stories and dealing with our cats, using random generators, kind of taking your guys' feedback on what we want to do with our cats and how they kind of grow and progress. But I really loved this challenge. I love this series. It's one of my favorite things. And so I've been playing with a couple different cats before, and so I decided that I wanted to record it. And I hope you guys get to kind of follow this journey with me, and we get to play with our cats and start with our beautiful Brightstripe and see what she wants to do as she starts with her new life in this new clan that she may decide to build. Because right now, being outside of a clan, she is extremely lonely. She pretty much lost all of her warrior skills. Why do I keep pressing that button? She pretty much lost all of her warrior skills when she was captured by Two Legs. She pretty much has gone right back to having 5 hunting skill, which for a warrior cat, a cat that has been a warrior for a very long time, she's not too old, but she's still pretty old. She has 41 days until she ages up. She is very upset about that. She doesn't like that she doesn't have as much hunting skill, so she's been hunting non-stop since she got put into this beautiful area. And I will show you guys around while Brightstripe goes and probably kind of explores and does whatever she wants to do. So I'm going to unpause. But yeah, I have her in this extremely beautiful area. Most of the areas here are custom made by yours truly. So let me show you guys around. Originally, Florida King wants to chat. No thanks. So originally, let's go to map view. Originally there was absolutely nothing on this map aside from a few park lots, and this fishing hole was here, but I kind of spruced it up a bit, and there are a few park lots, a few fishing spots, and I think this area was here. But everything that has a little icon on it, I added myself. I kind of built this world from scratch. It was pretty much completely empty. I added all the trees and everything like that. So this will be pretty much a custom world for our clans. And as you can see, there are lots of different little areas where clans could possibly spawn up. This is where Brightstripe is going to be right now. She is in this beautiful little grassy forest area. Well, not forest, but grassland area that I built up. And there are a bunch of different areas around here. There are 2 waterfalls and a huge open area that we could end up building up later that we can turn into more clan areas. We could turn this into a clan, and we could turn all these areas into different clans and different little things that the cats have to deal with as they grow and progress in this story. And we're going to start our story with Brightstripe. Oops. And we're gonna go down back to where our pretty kitty is. So the basic idea is that this is the territory that Brightstripe controls. And I also kind of put this area together so that it would be set up perfectly for a custom clan. And as we kind of tell our story, we'll decide whether or not what type of role Brightstripe will play in this clan. And a lot of times some cats will be either a leader, a medicine cat, will she just be a generic warrior. At some point we're gonna have to end up making those decisions. So let me kind of step back while I kind of get my head on my shoulders, because I'm jumping around because I'm so excited, you guys. So this is the area that Brightstripe is going to be staying in. It's getting nighttime, so you guys won't be able to see it as clearly, but it is pretty much a grassy plains area. I wanted it to be as true to the type of area that Wind Clan lived in. If you guys remember that from the books, Wind Clan was a clan that lived in the moors, so it was pretty flat, very windy, not a lot of tree cover. They mostly lived off of rabbits, and so what most of this area is. It has a small pond, kind of, because I thought there would be at least a little bit of a place for fish, not a ton, but just a tiny place. And there is a little bit of area for Ray, because Ray likes his solitude. He's been by himself for a really long time, and right now he's playing his computer pretty loudly, but he takes care of the plants in the area. He has a little bedroll and a guitar, just some things to occupy his time, and his computer, just so that he kind of stays out of the way. And is only around for like specific parts of the story. Ray has a a very specific part to play. Like I said before, he made a deal with Brightstripe because he does like his solitude, and the only reason that he's letting her stay is because she agreed to bring him one rare or exceptional item every moon. Where did Brightstripe is? So every time the moon phase changes to a full moon, she is supposed to bring him one rare pet or animal or flower, or find something like that, or a seed or something along those lines, so that it's basically like paying rent. And it's not really about like him being like mean or ungrateful or anything, but he really wants some type of like payoff for letting cats be here, because he is a loner. He likes cats, but he is a loner sim. He likes to gather. He has commitment issues, but he wants to be by himself. And to kind of get out of being by himself, Brightstripe is kind of capitalizing on his gatherer trait and telling him that she will bring him any rare thing that he can collect and keep in his little area, so that she and her clanmates, if she decides to add clanmates, or any cats that she decides to befriend, to live here. So, and this is the clan area. As you can see, this is pretty conspicuous. I absolutely love this little thing. I got this as custom content. There is no, I didn't get this as custom content. I don't think this is custom content. No, it is. There was another thing that you can buy. Oh my gosh, just talk to him. Goodness. But this was custom content. I designed everything to be basically as cat friendly as possible. This is going to be the main meeting place for the cats. This is where Brightstripe or whoever decides to become leader, will be giving meetings and letting cats know what's going on. These are our boundary trees. You see a lot of these around the territory. They're basically places for the cats to scratch and to let other cats know that they're not supposed to come into their territory. This is the medicine den. It has a little box for the medicine cat to keep some of their things, all of the rare items and medicinal like herbs and creatures that they're going to use to keep the cats free of diseases and keep them safe and free of injuries. And this is the little medicine cat den. It's kind of a rock with a little bit of grass on top, and these are the moss beds with some clover underneath. A little bit of places to scratch. And this is the nursery. As you can see, it's pretty like hidden behind some bushes, and it's not really underground, but it's a little bit down below, so technically kits can't come upstairs. So the idea is that the kits will stay here until they age up into paws, and we will be able to move the kits. I think I wanted to decide, and you guys can help me, do you think the kits should stay here until they are 3 days old, or until they turn into paws? Because if the kits stay here until they're 3 days old, we can kind of move them from there to here during the day, and they can play around out here, and then at night they get put back in to the nursery so that they don't get into trouble. And this is where they sleep, and this is where the queens sleep when they have kits. And there's enough for a full litter and one queen. Technically we can always have the queen sleep on the ground and their kits stay in the beds if it comes to the point where we have too many queens and too many kits. And they have like their own little scratching post and a litter box, just in case, because if the kits are staying down here and they can't go upstairs, they can't scratch on anything and they can't go to the bathroom. So I put something like that down there so that they have all the things that they need. And any other cat, like possibly the mate of the queen, would have to bring them food, or the queen would have to bring the kids food. So this is our fresh kill pile. Brightstripe has been pretty much filling it up because she's so used to having a fresh kill pile that is full and everything like that. So she feels a little bit weird when it's completely empty. So she's been filling it up with all the little things that she catches, and she's caught a few different things. She just caught a water beetle, and so she has like a snake here and a turtle here, and the cats can just come and eat that. And that's pretty much where we're going to keep our pile. This is the leader den, and Brightstripe just just decided, wait, why isn't she sleeping? She wants to goof around with a raccoon. Where's the raccoon? You don't goof around with a raccoon. You fight a raccoon. Where's the raccoon? Oh my gosh, where's the raccoon? I don't know where it is. Brightstripe, where's the raccoon? Where'd it go? Oh my gosh. And see, this is what happens. And because the area is so open and in the middle of everything, like it's touching like a bunch of different territories, and the waterfalls are to this side, and if you go farther down this way, this is the forest, and then you hit two-leg territory with all of their rogue cats that I put over there. There are all these wild horses and other things running through here. No, go back to bed in your spot. So this is the leader den. Hopefully the raccoon disappeared. But this is the leader den, and oh, it's leisure day. The leader den is where the leader is going to sleep, but because this is the area that Brightstripe found, she's currently staying here because it's the most cozy and hidden, and she likes it over here. And this is the warrior / apprentice den. It's where like we have a bunch of different little moss beds that they can stay in, and a different little place that people want to try for kits. Here is the dirt place where they can make some dirt, and there are a bunch of little plants around that I kind of placed in the world. This is buzzberry that the cats can find, the medicine cat can find and kind of gather, that aren't all in Ray's little area. What's he doing? Where's he going? He wants to chase the raccoon. Where's the raccoon? Oh my gosh. Get rid of it. Shoo the raccoon. You don't want a raccoon here. Shoo the raccoon. But yeah, it's technically Ray's job to tend the garden. Oh, someone has a baby. It's Ray's job to tend the garden and kind of make sure that all of these flowers are kind of kept up. Because this area has like a lot of lavender around it, there are 2 things of lavender. The whole place is kind of covered in spawners, so there is a ton of fish here, lots of fish, and you can hear the frogs, and there are lots of snakes. Like this area has a bunch of snakes and lizards. There are beetles everywhere, and wildflowers, and places for the cats to hide and look around and search for prey. And I'm really very proud of this area. It is one of my favorites. It took me a while. Like I said earlier, if you guys have been paying attention to my tweets and all the things that I've been saying for the past few months, I have been building this area for months on end. I built this area and then the complete rest of this world, and Brightstripe is going to be the beginning of our clans, and there are a bunch of stories that I've kind of started and kind of cultivated a little bit off camera that you guys are going to be party to, and I can't wait to be able to share it with you guys and show you around and kind of get this story started. Brightstripe pretty much wants to, currently she feels really lonely. Her skills are kind of low. She only met a few, like she met Smokeheart Rogue, which is a rogue that lives in the areas down past the forest, and so there are a bunch of rogue cats that live down there, and she's only met a few, but she doesn't like going near 2 legs, so she wants to avoid going down there as often as possible. But right now she's pretty much stuck in this area trying to make it as homey as possible. She pretty much built it up so that it would feel like a clan territory, but right now she has no clan and she doesn't know what to do, because as a warrior, she feels like she should be part of a clan, but there aren't any clans in this area, or there might be, she hasn't explored. So we might see in future episodes that Brightstripe might find other warriors. She might find more places where clans used to be or where clans could be, and she might end up exploring a bunch of different areas that we could decide to add things to, make more stories, include a bunch of different things. I have so much stuff going on, you guys, that you have no idea. I can't wait to get your feedback on all the things that are included in the series. Oh yay, Ray's gardening skill is up. I can't wait to get your feedback on all the things that are happening in this series, all the things that I want to like kind of include. I know this is kind of like a rough start and it's really a lot of talking, but we really just have Brightstripe, and she doesn't have to learn much hunting skill. She's already knows a lot of hunting because she used to be a warrior, but because she's only at level 5, it's basically like she just got her warrior name again. And so she's pretty upset about not having as much skill as she used to, but she wants to be a part of something again. And so until she meets some new cats or something happens, she's pretty much looking to the stars and saying, StarClan, what am I supposed to do? And maybe in the future she will get some signs from StarClan. Maybe she will end up meeting some rogue cats that kind of become her friends and she could bring them into her clan. Maybe she'll find a new clan to join. Maybe she'll decide to kind of wander the area and might run into some other interesting things. Like she might run into dogs, or she might run into a fox, or things might happen so that she ends up going on a whole new journey. And we have so much time to kind of build that story with me and with us, you guys. And oh, I forgot to talk about her traits. Oh my gosh, I'm so klutzy. I'm a bad Let's Player, especially for this thing. I really am just so excited to play this that I have absolutely no direction. So Brightstripe Bright Clan. Right now it's called Bright Clan because that's the first thing that came to my head. We can change this name. I don't think Bright Clan is the best name for it, but please let me know in the comments below what you guys think her clan name should be. Right now she hasn't decided to make a clan yet. She's still just kind of getting her footing, getting used to her new area, making it as homey as possible. She might not decide to make a clan. We never know. It depends on what you guys think and how she's feeling. But right now, to talk about her traits, she is adventurous because she really does want to explore this new world that she's in. She has spent so much time. Where are you, Brightstripe? She has spent so much time on her own that she wants to spend more time getting to know the area that she's in and being away from the confines that she was in while she was with the two legs. She couldn't really go anywhere, so now she wants to explore everything. And she's a natural hunter because she used to be a warrior cat. She was born wild. She is always going to be wild, and so she has a natural hunting skill, and she is independent. She is going to be on her own a lot, even though she is lonely for a clan and for a place to belong. She is still an independent cat. She wants to be able to do things on her own and be self-sufficient. So that is Brightstripe, and that is the area that we're in right now. As she kind of explores, I'll be able to show you guys the rest of the area that I've built and kind of show you around, get you used to the different little sceneries, the lots that I've made up for like parks and areas for the cats to explore that I think are really beautiful and kind of great. So I hope you guys liked this part. If you really enjoyed it, please leave a like and please subscribe if you really love me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.